Hello everyone, it's Mark and welcome back. In this video, I want to talk to you about your rights. That's right, your rights and your loved ones' rights. So this is chapter 394, all of about 125 pages of it. This is full of rights, okay? Rights that your loved one is granted when they're Baker Acted, rights that you're granted when your loved one is Baker Acted. And I get calls from families all the time. They say, well, our rights have been violated. My loved one's rights have been violated. I'm like, okay, I get it. What do you want to do about it? And they're like, well, our rights have been violated. I'm like, I believe you, I understand, and it sounds like you're right. Your rights have been violated, your loved one's rights have been violated, but what would you like to do about it? And they said, well, we don't understand. I said, these are rights, but right now all this is paper with ink on it. If you want your rights to be recognized, you're going to have to enforce them, okay? And what I mean by that is you're going to need to go into court and get a judge to enforce your rights. So if your loved one wants to have their right to, freedom, to liberty recognized, they're going to have to go to court, because I can tell you that the bad Baker Act facilities are more than happy to trample on the rights that are outlined in Chapter 394 of the Baker Act. And so I understand rights are getting violated, but the whole principle of rights is that they have to be enforced in order for them to have merit. I also get calls from people saying, well, I have a power of attorney, I have a healthcare proxy. The right to make medical decisions was granted to me by my loved one, and the Baker Act facility is not recognizing them. And I said, okay, what do you want to do about that? Well, I have rights. And I said, yeah, I know, you've been granted various rights, but guess what? The state's right to Baker Act your loved one and keep them trumps the rights that you have been given in that document, or they trump the rights that are in Chapter 394, the statute I just showed you. If you want to enforce rights given to us by the Constitution, rights given to us by a statute, rights given to you by your loved one, then unless the facility is going to recognize them, and if they were recognizing them, you and I wouldn't even be having this discussion, then you are going to need to go to court and enforce your rights. That's the way it works. That's the process. So if you want your rights, and I'm here to help you to make sure that you get them, we got to go to court. We have to have a judge recognize them and enforce them. So with that said, thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.